Hey, what's going on, guys? Destry here from DestryMoneys.com, and in today's video I want to talk to you about, are you coming on too strong when you're prospecting? So most people that come on too strong when they're prospecting don't even know that they're doing it. And in today's video I wanted to give you a few tips to notice if you're coming on too strong when you're prospecting, whether that be online or offline. So here's a quick temperature check to see if you're actually coming on too strong when you're prospecting. So number one is you're so passionate about your opportunity that you end up word vomiting all over a new person that you just met. Your energy is so intense that people walk away from you when they first meet you. You only talk about your opportunity, and instead of taking the time to actually get to know a new person, you're just continually talking about your opportunity and making it about you instead of making it about them. And then, at the end of the day, you get confused and you ask yourself, why don't they see what I see? Why don't they see this vision? Why don't they see the opportunity? Why don't they see this, this different world where they'll be able to create financial freedom and time freedom for themselves and their families? So if you've been there, if any of these things are happening to you while you're prospecting, then chances are you're coming on too strong. And don't worry about this, because trust me, I've been there. I know how you feel. When I was first introduced to the industry, I couldn't sleep at night because of all the possibilities that would come into my mind about getting started in the network marketing industry. The potential to create financial freedom, time freedom, potential to create a lot of money from the comfort of our own home. I was so excited that I would end up, word vomiting all over my friends and family, and they would just look at me and be like, "What's the deal? Why are you so intense?" So unfortunately, the thing is, when you're trying to communicate with your new experience to someone new about the industry, the thing is they haven't experienced the same thing that you've experienced, and your high energy is actually coming across as really threatening to them. So especially if you're sharing your enthusiasm with someone new that you haven't even met yet. So it's funny, in the back of your mind you're probably asking yourself, how can I get this person to join my business, when the reality is they don't really care. They don't they're not they don't see the same thing as you see, and you're kind of making it about yourself instead of about them. So there's no like and trust factor involved. You just want them to be able to join your business so you can start to create the lifestyle of your dreams. But the reality is people don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate being word vomiting over, and you're coming across as a threat to them because they don't know anything about you, and you're kind of just coming on too strong. So when you're networking, when you're trying to get to know people, you want to be able to slowly increase the proximity, intensity, and frequency of your interactions. If you're too quick in increasing the proximity, intensity, and frequency of your interactions, then chances are that you're going to come across too strong, and they're going to feel like they're threatened. So a good analogy that I can relate this to, or you guys can relate this to, is think of a guy who's trying to approach a girl that he's interested in. If he's intensely energetic and trying to win her over, by word vomiting over her and saying, I'd be a great guy to date. I'm a gentleman. I'm all of these things. I'm listing it all there. And I'd say it with such high energy and high intensity. What do you think will happen, especially if this guy is approaching a new girl, someone he's never introduced himself to, or someone that he's never met yet? Chances are she's gonna likely run away. She's gonna feel that the guy's a threat because of his high intensity and high energy. And it's the same when you're prospecting. If you are doing this with high intensity, high energy, and when you're prospecting on a new person, they're gonna feel threatened by you. So the better approach would be to introduce yourself first, have a short conversation, leave for a little bit, and then come back and talk a little bit more to get to know that person better. So this comes across as less intense and less threatening. So if you actually take the time to get to know the people that you are you are prospecting or just getting to know, I wouldn't even want to say prospecting, just take the time to get to know people. Eventually, you'll have a conversation with them to see if what your products or services are a good fit for them or not. You don't want to bring up business too quickly. You want to instead, take the time to build rapport and search for their pains. What are they struggling with? What are their problems? And if they are struggling with a problem that your product or service can help out with, then you can introduce that, but not until you build up rapport and some kind of a relationship where there's a know, like, and trust factor before you even talk to them about your business, products, or opportunities. So I hope that this video has been valuable for you guys. If you guys get value from it, drop me a comment down below and hop on my newsletter at desriemoniz.com/newsletter. And I'll add a couple of additional resources on different blog posts when it comes to prospecting that may be able to help you out. So with that, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys later.